How old are you?
23.
What do you do for work?
I'm a nurse.
For a man to date you, what job should he stay away from?
Nursing.
You wouldn't date a male nurse?
No.
Is it because you're a nurse or what?
They sleep with other nurses.
I mean, it's the same occupation.
It is, but that means they're sleeping with your coworkers.
You're not telling me all men are like this, though.
They are.
What makes you feel that way?
I work with them currently.
You think dating's gonna get easier for you as you age?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. They get worse when we get older.
Why?
They just do.
Who's they?
Every man.
What do you have against men?
You all suck.
What do we suck at, though?
I don't know. We can do without you.
Like, who hurt you?
I don't know.
Were you about to say a lot of them?
A lot of them.
Oh, the internet's gonna love you.
Yeah.
What's up, ForMenism gang? Listen, that video I just showed you is proof of the delusion that most women carry in these here times that we're living in today. She's a nurse, but she says she would not date another nurse because they all sleep with each other. Or they sleep with everybody, rather. Now, can't we say that about any field? I mean, you go to a school, college, right? What are you gonna say? I'm not gonna talk to this guy because he's probably talking to other girls in the college. Look at the celebrity world. 9 times out of 10, people in the industry, entertainment, they marry or date within their circle. So we got one actress, and she has her co-star, male. Before you know it, they're dating. Next thing you know, they're married with kids, right? Oh, didn't work out, now they're divorced. What does she do? She marries another guy that she met on another project. Now, it might not be the actor, could be the director, could be a producer, you never know. But that's how people find their mates. In similar environments. What if you go to church, right? And you meet somebody cool in church? What are you going to be like? Nah, I'm not going to talk to him. He's talking to all the women in the congregation. You know, so that's very hypocritical. Because we know women date within proximity of their environment too, right? And you can't assume the guy or the girl is sleeping with everybody. Now, if they are, then that's just what it is. You have to decide if that's something that you're cool with, right? You know, they say, birds of a feather flock together, right? So if you're a 304, he's a 304, maybe that's the attraction. It's like you see two people that like drink, you know, they both get drunk, you know. Yeah, it's toxic, but that's their attraction. You know what I'm saying? Then she was saying how, you know, all men suck. I'm like, that told me right there that like she's been hurt. Right? And we've all been hurt probably to some degree at some point in time, even if it's just one time. But sit up there and to write an entire gender of people off because of you being hurt. And it sounds like in her case, she's been hurt multiple times. So at some point you have to hold that mirror up and look at yourself and examine, what is it about me that keeps attracting these type of men who do me this way, who cause me this kind of pain? You know, they say if you want to change the world, change yourself, change you. And the world will adapt to you. You'll find that things, you ever buy a car? Or it could be anything, right? Maybe you bought an outfit, a certain brand, right? And before you know it, you just start to notice everybody who's rocking that brand. And it's not like a popular brand. It might be something very unique, but all of a sudden, as soon as you get this brand yourself, you see all types of people that have that brand. You're like, man, I feel like people are copying me. No one knows you. But somehow, that's just how the universe works, the law of attraction or whatever you might want to call it, this matrix that we're in, it happens like that. I buy a new car and you're like, yeah, I bought this car because I never see people with it. The next thing you know, you're noticing all the freaking people on the road that has your car. And you're like, this is crazy, because your mind opened up. You never knew, you wasn't exposed to that. I mean, some folks might go crazy and start saying, oh, it's your third eye and all that, but whatever the case may be, it's all about awareness. And the biggest awareness is within, right? Number one rule is know thyself. So I kind of feel like she's projecting a lot of her personal pain outwardly to make it seem like it's everybody else's fault, it's everything else's fault, except for what she's actually what she's choosing, what she's attracting, and what she's allowing. Because people that have boundaries, people that have a stop sign to what they will and won't allow, they'll never allow themselves to go deep enough into a situation to where they're in a quicksand and they're sinking. Because at the first red flag, they're out. And let's say they may give them one warning and let them know, hey, you didn't know this about me, but I stand for this. I don't allow this or that. It happens again, they're out. People that have not put up a boundary for what they stand for. And they say if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. If you don't know what your limits are and what you can handle in a partnership, in a relationship, even a friendship, then you'll just keep taking things, expecting them to change because you tell them to, or because you feel like you're so great they should want to. Not everybody can see your value. Not everybody can understand your worth. But there's a such thing called self-worth. And if you can't see that within you, how can you expect anybody else to see it? Right? I see a lot of pain in what in her voice and her body language in this video. And there's a lot of women out here that are just like her. Now, many more are probably faking the funk and acting like they don't care, like it's no big deal. I'm good, I'm the prize, right? She's more like, she has more like a defeated spirit, where she's almost like giving up hope. These are the kind of women that end up going and trading teams, if you know what I mean. Before you know it, she ain't chasing boys no more, or taking applications from boys. Because you got the women out there that'll say, "Oh, I don't do the chasing. I'm being chased." Whatever, however you want to call it, they'll go for the other team because they've just given up hope that men no longer does it for them, only to find out grass ain't green on the other side either. I don't know if people know this, or any of those who are listening knows this, but there's a higher percentage of physical abuse in the same-sex relationships, especially when it comes to women. Very high percentage of domestic violence. But they don't talk about that part, right? They want to be equal in so many ways until it's no longer convenient. So do they really want equal rights? Or do they want special privileges? There has to be a hierarchy. There has to be an order. Don't let me go biblical. Because 1 Corinthians will tell you a lot about what the order is. And man is definitely above the woman. Doesn't mean women are not important, they're not special. And they don't have value. They have a lot of value, actually. But they're not equal to us. There's a lot of benefits that women get that men do not get, but you don't hear us complaining about it. And that's for a reason. We accept things the way they are. We didn't create the universe. We didn't create anything that was here before we got here. We are created people. So if anything, blame God. But I would never blame a perfect, all-wise, knowing entity. everything is the way it's supposed to be. We are the problem. But this gender war has to stop. And the blame game has to stop. And do I fault some men for women's behavior today? Yeah. Because simps ruin the whole playing field. Simps are the worst. They stand for nothing. And they're fake leaders. Because I personally don't believe in the happy wife, happy life. Happy man. No, that's the plan. We were not created to be the helpmate for the woman. She was created to be our helpmate. We're supposed to be a team. But on every team, there's a captain. Just like on every ship, on every plane, there's a captain. And there's a co-captain. And anytime you have the woman as the captain and the man as the co-captain, that relationship is destined to fall. And if it does stand, it will not be a healthy, upright relationship. Because she'll never respect a man that she can control or dominate or manipulate. So she'll keep you for whatever benefits you provide. Could be resources, could be financial, could be protection. It could be a lot of things. But she'll have her sweet side activity going on. And you may even know about it because you're such a weak individual. You don't even believe you can do better. So these kind of men, we don't need more of them. Right? There's a lot of other things was covered in the video I know I'm missing out on. So in the comments below, give me your thoughts. What do you feel about some of the things she said? Until the next video, ForMenism out.